Scrappers, it's me, it's Claudia from Scrap from Stash, and today I'm here to share with you guys the process video for this layout. I use the Make kit from Colorrush Studio. It's called Main Squeeze. I love this page, I love all the details and the colors, and if you guys like it as well, stay here with me. I'm going to show you how I did it.
Scrap from Stash book.
So scrappers, what I did here, the first thing was looking through my kit and look the papers that will coordinate together with the colors I had on my picture, but also the patterns that will coordinate good together, you know, because I had other papers, they will work with my pictures, so the colors that I have, but they were too bold all together, and I want to use more patterns together. I love mixed patterns on my layouts, and yeah, I was trying to see which colors will coordinate with my pictures, but as well the ones that will coordinate good together. And I knew I want to use the lemons pattern paper right here. You guys just saw, I thought it was cute. We were on the restaurant and my boy's shirt has a color very similar with that, so I like the combination that I choose, and I love checkers. I love that checkered paper as well. And then I stress all my corners on my rectangles. I only don't distress the side that will say on the edge of the paper, you know, but the ones that will face to my layout, I distress all them. And then I roughed up the edges just to give more texture and more dimension to my patterns. And I use just older scissors that I have on my stash to distress. I don't have that little tool to distress. I just use like a regular scissors, not even scrapbooker scissor, to distress the edges, and works perfectly. And then now I'm just using my glue to glue down the rectangles on the order of the patterns that I want. And I lifted up all the edges, and then I've on that lemon pattern paper on the right side, I fussy cut the leaves, some of the leaves. You guys going to see it next. Yeah, and then now I cut the excess of the papers. See there, I had cut that previously just because I want to tuck my picture under the leaf, and I really like that detail. And then here I'm gluing my tissue paper behind my picture. I always do that. I like the texture that the tissue paper gives to the picture, and also, you know, like it's a nice layer on the back. And then I decided to create a little mat for my picture with that yellow paper. It's another pattern paper for my layout. Like I said before, I love mixed patterns, and I love, you know, play with the colors and the patterns on my layout. And here I just ripped the edge off the bottom of my picture. I love the little texture the ripped paper gives to the bottom of my page. And then here I get one sticker that came on the kit to place on my picture, and I don't like to glue straight to my picture. Sometimes I put on the scrap paper of like a white cardstock, and I just fussy cut around. I think it gives like more, you know, like sometimes the stickers, they are so thin, and then I glue on the white cardstock just to that little embellishment be more firm. Here I'm just gluing the foam behind my picture just to give the dimension to my picture. And there will be my title. I will cut like very thin stripes of the foam just to raise a little bit my title too. And then here I'm looking through my stickers, what else I could use to embellishment. I love that that little text has here plus now. I think was a perfect, like I was enjoying that moment with my boy. And he was being silly with his sunglasses, and we were just taking my husband was taking photos of us. It was a cute moment. I really want to use that lemon, but I thought on the corner over there was wasn't a right place for that. But I think I'm going to use those little tabs on my next layout. And then I love that light teal, light blue phrase that I put on the necks of my picture. I love that. I thought it was a perfect phrase for that layout. And here I'm looking the spot for that little orange, and I'm going to combine with other embellishments from the kit. I love those little shakers. I use a bunch of the strawberries on my other layout, and then I had that pink strawberries still on my kit, and I love it. Those fabric strawberries too, they are adorable. I have to use one of each on my layout, and I think they give my layout a super nice touch. I add on the top over there too the little tab, the green tab on the top. I think that was a nice color to add of this layout. And there I overlap the orange and then strawberry on the bottom next to my title. And here, of course, I need to do my threads on my layout. I'm just folding my thread on my hand to give like the movement as I want. You guys know I'm very particular with my threads. And the threads that I use on this layout is from Coloration Studio kit as well. Like they are fabric ribbons came on the kits. You guys just saw right now, I just pulled the excess of the threads from the fabric ribbon, and I could use them on my layout too as my thread nests. And I love it. And sometimes I took too much time trying to get my threads the way that I want, but I really think it's worth it because I treat them as part of embellishment of my page. Sorry, you guys see my head over there, my hair, my head. Sorry. And then here I'm just looking the final touches, the little hearts and little details to finishing up my page. Looking now my video, I really like that flower. I'm sorry I didn't keep it. And then I found that little green phrase on that butterfly tag, and I cut it out and I ripped the edges, and I thought was perfect for the top of my pictures over there because we were kissing and hugging and being silly on those pictures. And then now I'm just adding some like little phrases and little details. I thought about doing another cluster on the left side of my layout, but then I gave up of that idea. And now I'm just adding a little phrase on the bottom, right under my title. It's saying choose happy, I think, and then I add that little sticker saying love behind under my favorite. The little phrases and little details to finishing up my layout. I love this layout, I love this page, I love the colors, I love my pictures of my boy, and I think everything works perfect together. The colors, the pictures, I love it. If you guys don't have this kit yet, go for Color Studio, and I hope I inspired you today. I hope you guys can get your hands on this kit. I'm gonna link everything below with my social media and everything. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you in the next one. Bye!
Platform